Hello everyone, my name is Hilda and welcome back to my channel. Today, we are not just doing a journal spread, no, we are doing a Disneyland Paris haul. We are starting at the copy stand because I have a lot of small items and I just don't think the camera will pick up on them as well when I'm just sitting in the sofa and holding stuff up at it. So I'm showing you those here and then I will switch to a setting where I show my face and have the big ones because I think that will be the easiest way to go about this. Starting off, I have this adorable little spiderbot. This is a keychain. It's one of those plasticky rubbery ones. I'm personally not super keen on them, but we rode web 3 times. We loved web so much. We'll absolutely ride it again. 100% do recommend. And they only had like the big expensive spider bots and spoiler, I got one. I'll show it to you in a bit. I wanted to get one for Beth as well, but he didn't want the remote spider. So a remote control spider. So I got him this instead, and he likes it a lot. And now I can actually like hand it over to him, and he can put it on his backpack as he was planning on doing. But yeah, that was cute, and it is €8. Price is still on there, so that's practical. This was €13. It yeah, it's a 2-parter. It's a lanyard with a bit where you can put your whatever card in, and I really like it. It says Happy Halloween, has ghosties and pumpkins and candy and one of those clippy things, which I'm not entirely sure I like. But yeah, I saw it and I just really liked the Mickey pumpkin, so I just really wanted it. And is it silly? Yes. Will I use it? Probably at some point, but not very often. But I'm still happy with it. So there's that. Now, I got some more of these little Mickey Mouse earrings. I think I have like 4 pairs of the, let me see if I can get you closer, of the orange ones, November ones. I have 2 piercings in each ear. So, yeah, I needed a couple and then I lost one. So then I only had 3 for 4 holes. And yeah, you know how that goes. Then I got red ones as well because I thought it would be nice to be able to switch things up. And this is from actually my birth month, July. So yeah, earrings, just simple Mickey studs, but I wear those a ton and they're also like nickel free and whatnot. So I never get any allergies, which is great. And then I have a couple of pins. I'll get them out of the bags. I need to go on my friend Will's shop, October 31st, and buy one of those adorable Halloween pin banners, because that would be brilliant to display all my Halloween pins year-round. And he has a dangly spider. I hadn't even noticed that because I'm blind. I just saw the jack-o'-lantern and went, yep, love that. So yeah, I even like the pin bags. They're very cool. But yeah, I just really like it. Sadly, it only has 1 pin post, so it's not the best for actually wearing on a jacket and stuff because they come off quite easily. And I always regret that. You never see that, well, very rarely see that on small shop pins. They usually have 2 or 3 pin posts, meaning that they're much safer to actually wear around. But for display, this is super cute and will do nicely. And then I got another pin, which also has 1 pin post. That one, the previous one was color yellow, and this is orange. So I don't really know what I paid for them anymore. So this is just the Cheshire Cat. Wow, Cheshire Cat. With a bunch of jack-o'-lanterns. And I think this might be a regular pumpkin, but he looks so pleased with himself. And I love the Cheshire Cat. I have quite a few Cheshire Cat things and pins. So I figured, well, this would be cool for my collection. I'm getting him. And then I have the booster pack. Yeah. It says trade them or display them. Charge up your collection with this special Halloween 2022 booster set featuring some of your favorite favorites, 4 different models to keep on pin trading. I didn't really see any pin trading happening. Yeah, I feel like it's not really come back to Disneyland Paris yet. I had my traders with me. This was 20 euros, by the way. I had my traders with me in case I would be able to trade with like a cast member, but I didn't actually see anybody wear a pin trading lanyard, so Bert carried those around for nothing. Sorry, Bert, but yeah. Usually I trade for him anyway, because my collection is pretty obscure. But yeah, it's got Pluto in a cauldron, then Goofy dressed as a cursed tree. I mean, that's what I'm going with. It gives me joy. And then these are going to my friend Jess, these adorable Chip and Dale ones. I love that they're both single pins. So you get Chip and Dale separately. And Chip only has 1 pin post, just like the other ones, but he's quite small, so that's something. But yeah, this one with 1 pin post, you will lose that so quickly. Yeah, really love them. So I really quite liked the designs for the pins this year, and they had so many. And then, of course, these are just like random freebies. I'm gonna zoom the camera in, actually. So this is just what a PhotoPass ticket looks like. And this is what your Magic Pass looks like, what you get at the hotel. I believe that if you actually have a stay with tickets included, you get this and it's also your ticket. But we had separate tickets because we booked via booking.com. And in that case, you don't get your tickets included. So there's that. Then I have a postcard. This was 2 euros, but I really like how it looks. And it's just, you know, it's got iridescent bits and whatnot and texture. And it's from the 30th. So I figured, like, I'm just gonna get this and use it in my Disneyland Paris journal. That'll be fun. So, and then I've got some more, like, freebies. This is the envelope we got at Disneyland Paris. Yeah, it's got Bet's name on it because it wasn't his name. And yeah, it's got, of course, Lightning McQueen on it because it's Cars themed nowadays. And this is the map of the resort. And it was kind of weird. They also wrote down extra magic hours. It was kind of weird because they used to just tell you your room, your building and your room when you checked in. And now it was like, oh, you have to give me your mobile number so we can text it to you. And I was like, but why can't you just give it to me now? Or just tell me, like, to come back at 3 o'clock, after 3 o'clock, whatever. Because the reception's open 24/7 anyway, and just get your room number. But no, it's just all data mining, isn't it? If you have to do that and you don't want random companies, because Disney does not care about the data regulation at all, just write down on the form that they can only use your data for that specific booking and point to the, just like literally like do a slash or an arrow and say GDPR. That's what I always do because I am not here for the data mining, especially by companies that have zero respect for my privacy. But that rant aside, and the next documents I have are all to do with the disability accessibility plan that Disneyland Paris has in place, which I am so grateful for because otherwise I wouldn't be able to do a lot during my stay because most queues would be too long for me to stand in and whatnot. So I'm really grateful for it. Now, you can get your disability access card online. You can fill in a form, but the problem with the form is of course, as you expect from an online form, it's very generic and it's not really suitable for everyone. However, thankfully, you can, or if you just prefer to do it in person, you can do it in person at every, not the check-in desk, but you know, the other desk, the guest relations desk of the hotel, so to speak. You can go and do it there. So that's what I did. I did that the last time when we stayed for St. Patrick's Day as well, when we stayed in Hotel New York. And now I did it in Santa Fe. It was absolutely no problem. And the lady who was helping me out was super kind. So if you do that, they give you your disability card. They just make it on the spot. And they also give you a map that has all the rides on it, and as well as accessibility services for the restaurants and shops. I'm not sure if this exists in English because I also speak French. So they just gave me the French one, which was probably the first one that they got their hands on, which is totally fine. For me, this is fine. So yeah, if you are an English speaker that doesn't speak French, ask for an English version. I also got this book, which is in English, so I'm assuming that there are English versions of this as well. And this is the accessibility guide that explains how the entire thing works. So that is really, really cool. It's super helpful. You can write notes down and everything. I didn't really use these because I am familiar with the plan, but I just wanted to point out that if you are disabled and you go to Disneyland Paris, you can get faster access to rides and stuff. That will make it easier for you if you can't do regular queues and such. So that is great. Double thumbs up for Disneyland Paris for doing that. It's really, really good. And then there was a freebie postcard in the hotel. And of course, I took it home with me and it is Cars themed, obviously. And then I got these guys. They're just like the freebies you get in the hotel bathroom, and it's a little soap, shampoo, and conditioner. And I don't actually use these. I just obsessively hamster them, I suppose, like everybody else. But I will absolutely give them to friends that like them. If somebody tells me like, oh, I really like those shampoos in X or Y at Disney Hotel, I'll literally be like, have all my stash. So they do get used, just, you know, later date. But they do get used, and I will use up the soaps. I always use up the soaps because I like bars of hand soap. So there's that. So yeah, I mean, they chuck them anyway due to COVID. So they have to put in new ones. So might as well take them and enjoy them, or like give them to somebody else to enjoy. And that was all the small things. So I'm now going to move to my sofa for the big ones. And here we are at my other setup. I haven't done this so long that I had to go and find my tripod behind my skeleton friend. But yeah, let's get into the other things I got whilst in Disneyland Paris. I got this guy. I had to have him. I had a list of things that I wanted to buy, and a big Mickey pail was on the list. I didn't really like the Mickey pails they used to have. This one I love. It says trick or treat on the other side, and it has a lighting option, which I'm not sure you can see very well because, you know, studio lights are on and it's daytime. But you could also pull the switch towards the other end. And it plays a jolly tune. I love the Booty You song, so that's great. I didn't even know what it was playing. It had these stickers on it that said, still some leftover bits, that said that it made light and sound. And I just kind of thought it would be like a laughing pumpkin or something like that. But no, it's way better. It plays Booty You. And it has a fabric handle. It's quite hefty, which is, of course, to be expected from all the sound things that are stuck in here. You can open up the ears and put in batteries. It's quite cool. I love it so much. And I will end up putting it downstairs on a windowsill and make like a jack-o'-lantern stack out of it, like my friend Marsh makes. I totally got the inspiration from them. And I will link them down below so you can go and check them out and also get inspired. But yeah, love it. Speaking of pails, I also got these guys. They say Happy Halloween on the back. And admittedly, I did get last year's edition as well. My friend Marie was kind enough to pick those up for me. But this year, I saw that they have a different face. Last year's face was white. Let's see if it actually focuses on the pumpkin. So yeah, last year's face was white, and Minnie had a candy corn bow, and as you can see, she doesn't this year. So I got new ones because, I mean, I'm a sucker for cute pails. I can't help myself. I have no excuse, really. I just love pails. Then I got mugs. Did I need more mugs? Heck to the nose. But did I want these? Hell yeah. So this is Happy Halloween on one side. And it has a bunch of Disney characters trick-or-treating. And I just thought it was super cute. And it is orange on the inside. And it still has a sticker inside that says, heat reveals colors. But sadly, we've not been able to remove the sticker quite yet. So we're gonna put some hot water in until it comes off. And yeah, I would say I'll include a video of the color changing, but I'm on such a time constraint at the moment that, alas, that is sadly not gonna work. But yeah, love this bug. It's also very, very sturdy. Feels very hefty and thick. Like, this is a bug that probably could survive bits and bobs. Well, I dragged it around the park, so there's that. It was wrapped in crinkly paper, which I donated to my cats, and they loved it. Then, speaking of crinkly paper, they cannot have this crinkly paper. Nor the bag it was sitting in, because I like to reuse these Starbucks bags for journaling. And I will be using this paper for journaling as well. Free ephemera, my friends, free ephemera. I was looking for this guy. This is the Starbucks pumpkin mug. And it's just a pumpkin mug. It's nothing special. It says Starbucks here. But it's just very pretty and classic. And, you know, for when you don't want to go all out crazy or just like have a fun harvest or autumny mug. And I wasn't able to find this in Belgium anywhere, but Disneyland Paris has 3 Starbuckses on property. One in Disney Village, where I found this guy for $11.95, and then another one in Hotel Cheyenne, where we were going to have the all-you-can-eat buffet for dinner. So it was easy to pop in that Starbucks, but they didn't have anything. And there's another one in Santa Fe, where we were staying. So they were like really conveniently located, and the other ones didn't have any Halloween mugs, and this guy was still in the village, much to my surprise, but I'm happy it was because I wanted it. The only Halloween mug I wasn't able to get was the spiderweb tumbler. I didn't see that anywhere. And then I, much to my regret, did not purchase the autumn leaf tumbler. The hot and cold drinks one. When I saw it in Antwerp, and I didn't get it, and then the next time I was in Antwerp, which was like a mere week or week and a half later, it was already all gone. So learn from my mistakes. If you see a Starbucks mug you love, grab it whilst you can. Now, this is my last item. And I've been dying to unpack it and play with it, which I will do as soon as this video ends. And I'm pretty sure there will be cat shorts with this. This is the web spider. It is a spiderbot, a remote control web ride spiderbot. Yeah, this was really expensive. It was like 75 or 79.99 euros. And I had written down that I wanted a spiderbot on my shopping list. And I kind of thought they would be like small spider bots that at the most maybe had light up features or something like that. Or maybe like a wind up one. I didn't expect them to be this. But I was like, well, it's within my budget, and I really want it, so I got it. I did refuse to buy any of the armor packaging, because you can buy like separate armor and change the coloration or like make it a different spider, because when you play web, you're like, you know, moving your arms and, you know, getting at the spider bots. And you've got different ones. You've got the basic one, and there's electric ones and other ones. So, maybe next time I will buy armor for it and change it into another spider bot. So yeah, that was all I got in Disneyland Paris. I will head over and do the journaling section of the video now. And afterwards, I will totally go and play with my spider bot. Because come on, how cool is it? And set up my new Halloween pails. Also, put this hat back where it came from. I wore this the entire first day in the parks. It's a vintage ear hat. Glows in the dark, apparently. I haven't actually tested that. I would be surprised if it still does, because I bought this in like, gosh, 2007 or something? I bought it ages and ages ago. The elastic is like way too big now, and I always clip it. When I wore it, I clipped it in place with one of the, the bendy clip things. I didn't use bobby pins, and it stayed put the entire day so well. I was so surprised, and it was super comfortable. And frankly, I don't understand why Disneyland Paris doesn't sell these guys. Not necessarily this one, but ear hats rather than the headbands and just give everybody a headache. But yeah, I just wanted to show it to you because you couldn't really see it because it was like perched on my head like this, and I know people were going to ask about it. So this is my vintage Frank and Mickey ear hat. And on to the journaling, so I can finish up this video and play with the spiderbot. There will be cats at some point, potentially with spiderbot, and potentially in a short later on. But yeah, okay, that was it for the haul. I hope you enjoyed it. And here we go for the journal spread of day 2. I moved that spiderbot away. So we started off our day at Avengers Campus because we hadn't been yet, and I really, really liked it. But what kind of disappointed me was it's Halloween season. They could have put like really cool themed pumpkins all over the place like they did in front of Hotel New York. That would have been so cool. Also, meet and greet with zombie Captain America. You know I'm right. That would be epic. But yeah, we went straight into Flight Force because I can't ride most roller coasters. So that was definitely a normal queue kind of thing. And it was only 15 minutes. So I went in with Bit just to see the queue, and it was quite nice. I didn't see all of it because at one point I had to exit the non-riders exit, and he went on to actually ride the roller coaster. So there was that. We had a bit of a wander around, and I will say Avengers Campus, I cannot compare to any other Avengers campuses, but it was quite small, and I kind of felt like it was like a little bit of a lazy remake of a lot of things they already had, which is typical for Disneyland Paris in the Walt Disney Studios park, to be honest. But I did really love Web. That was flippin' amazing. That is one of the best rides on the entire property. So for sure, would recommend. So good. Definitely worth any waiting time. I mean, obviously I wouldn't be able to, but if I were able to, I would queue for hours to go on Web. Yeah, the Stark Factory, we didn't eat there, but we went in to look at the Hulkbuster armor, because, I mean, Iron Man armor is always really cool to see. And yeah, I kind of felt like just like walking in and having a gander that it hasn't changed that much from the Iron Man setup that was there before it turned into Avengers Campus. So yeah, I was kind of disappointed we didn't get a reservation for Pim's Kitchen. So hopefully better luck next time. I will definitely ride Web again. And yeah, so after that, we went back into the Disneyland park to have lunch, which we ended up doing at Toad Hall. And you get this little gazette that they serve your food on, and I saved a bit that was clean. And yeah, I use it for journaling because come on, why not? Look how fun this is. And yeah, we had fish and chips. Toad Hall is always very reliable if it's open, at least, which doesn't really happen. And that was cool. Like most places, I mean, like everything I walked past was actually open. And some things were actually still having a massive queue, but that's more to do with like people actually insisted on having the food served in that specific place rather than nothing being open. So that was great. Keep it up, Disneyland Paris. Keep it up. We like multiple food offerings all over. So yeah, it was pretty easy to get lunch, even on like the really busy smack in the middle of the day lunch times. I think we waited like 15 minutes to get our food in Toad Hall, so that was excellent. We rode Phantom Manor, because you kind of have to ride Phantom Manor in the Halloween season. Well, you have to anyway, because it's epic, and it is voiced by Vincent Price, well, the English voice at least. And we were in a much better spot to see the Halloween parade, which I still think should go more than once a day. But yeah, I got more and better pictures of the dancing ghosts, the ballroom ghosts, so that pleases me muchly. We rode Buzz Lightyear again. I think Bert actually got like the best score ever on that. I got a picture of Chip and Dale, like when they were right in between guests, because I didn't want to go in a massive queue to meet them, even though their ghost costumes were very, very cute. Took a photo in Frontierland of the decor. Well, I took more photos, but there's only so much space in the spread. And I had a cake pop, and it was passion fruit cake with like dark chocolate and some marzipan, and it was actually really good. I did share it with Bert, but it was quite warm that day, so it was nice to have like a nice refrigerated cake pop. And yeah, that is it for my Disneyland Paris second day spread in my Halloween journal. I will of course be doing more elaborate spreads in my actual Disneyland Paris journal that I took with me and everything. But for now, this is it. Subscribe if you want to stick around and see more shenanigans in motion. I will have, like I said yesterday, I will have other things coming up, like the 2023 Traveler's Notebook stuff that I bought. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this haul with a journal attached. Hit that notification bell so YouTube hopefully actually tells you when I've uploaded a new video. Wouldn't that be cool? There will be cats as soon as I stop talking. And that's it for today. Hopefully, I will see you tomorrow for another day of spooky journaling. But for now, bye-bye!